music for you guys. This is, wow, we're getting there. This is like episode, I know it was 5/6. Let's just call this officially episode 7 of Gents podcast. Again, you're riding with at the real Mr. Brain, aka Brainer. Solo, sorry, Gus MCT, AWOL, but that's all right. We hope to have him soon. Maybe a new addition. We don't know. But as always, you can follow us along at Tired Gents on Twitter. I've got our YouTube channel up. We've got episodes from the vault. And I think we're doing okay. I even saw a few people had viewed them. I hope you like it. Feel free to comment on it. We're not professionals or anything like that. I'm just a teacher. I'm not Joe Rogan. But, yeah, we're getting better. I got the timer in the bottom left corner to keep me on track on this glorious Friday. Holy smokes, March 26th. 27th? Let's just double check here. March 26th, I was right the first time. It's 4 days away till my 39th birthday. Oh my goodness. Shout out to my one student that gave me some Lindt chocolates for a birthday present. It was a nice gesture. As always, our unofficial sponsor of the show, West Kelowna Warriors. We got to acknowledge Christopher Laurie, President. I don't know that you can short form President. President, GM, turning things around. And on the probably on a high right now, knowing that his team is going to start playing games here soon. Saturday, April 3rd, for all you hockey heads out there, they start their 20-game season. Got to get some games in with this COVID world. They're going up against Salmon Arm. They got 10 games against Salmon Arm, 10 games against Vernon Vipers. And, I wish them well. And I wish that Lori would send me a jersey already. Come on, man. I'll see you at the CLIT. But I'm happy to be here. I started spring break today. Feeling real good. Heading to the mountains with the family come, Monday? Sunday, I think we're heading out. Turning the ripe age of 39 while we're in Kananaskis. We're going to bike. We're going to hike. We got the water slides booked. It's fantastic. And, yeah, got a massage today too. Body is feeling good. And I'm ready to get into it. We got a little NHL roundup today. Thought I'd throw down a little sports memories for you nostalgics out there. Not sure the age demographic I'm going for these days. I talk to kids about my favorite memories and it just goes whoosh, way over their head like, this sick hat. Vancouver Grizzlies. Kids I don't even know. Ryan Reeves, Big Country, shout out. Sharif, Abdul Rahim. But we'll get into that a little bit later. We got to do the MHL roundup, recap, some big trades going on in fantasy hockey. And as always, some dad stuff. So, welcome. I'm glad you could, devote this 20 some odd minutes if you're stuck in traffic. Hopefully you're not texting and driving, but you know what I mean. I don't even know if you can download this yet. I'll figure it out. We're going to go live pretty soon. We've got some guests planned. It could be my lovely wife, Megan Brain. It could be some of her friends. Get some female perspective on here. They like to talk sports too. But yeah, thank you for joining us. If you are joining us, the 1 or 2 or 3 viewers that we've had on our YouTube channel. And hey, maybe we'll do something nice for you guys. You know, we're making some nice hoodies for the hosts. Make some swag for, you know, our fans to be like the originals. You were the originals with us, so we thank you. But without further ado, we got to get in this stuff, and that's the NHL Roundup. It's been a pretty long week for us Oiler fans, going back to our Monday, Wednesday, Friday matchup with the Rouge, Blanc, et Bleu, the Habitants. Couldn't play those games because COVID. COVID got in the way. So Connor and the boys head to Toronto for a big matchup tomorrow. All eyes on the Oilers. So let's not disappoint. But we got to talk more than the Oilers. Rounding up our Central Division, we've got weird Tampa Bay Lightning on top, followed by Hurricanes, Panthers, Blackhawks. We take a look at the East Division. We see the Caps deadlocked with the Islanders for that number 1 spot, followed by the Pens, and then the Bruins. We scroll down to the Canadian Division. Holy smokes, it's jam-packed there. Leafs at 44, Jets at 44 with a big win against the Flames tonight. Oilers sitting idle, but still have 42. And then those Canadiens round off the 4 spot. And then rounding off that West Division, we've got those Golden Knights and the Avalanche deadlocked. Ooh, that's going to be a good battle to the end there. Both with 45 points. The Wild, surprising Wild. Cam Talbot, what is he? Going back to 2017, a la the Oilers, getting his playoff Talbot mode on here, 43 points, and the Blues with 37. So let's talk a little bit about where we think they're going to finish. Well, to be honest, I think the North Division is pretty set. I don't see the Canucks and I don't see the Flames creeping into that playoff picture. I see the Leafs and the Jets and the Oilers and the Canadiens all kind of jostling a little bit here. What matchup do I want to see the Oilers get? You know, if I have to say, it's got to be the Canadiens. I'd love to see a first-round matchup with the Canadiens. But you got to go through everyone to make it to the Cup. So does it matter if we play the Leafs? Does it matter if we play the Jets? I guess not, but I'd love to see those Habitants first round. Let's go back up to that Central Division. I think Lightning are going to kind of start pushing, pedal to the metal, start running away with that division. Vasilevsky, I guess they say, moving into that Hart conversation, but let's be honest, Connor McDavid, head and shoulders above everybody else. Hurricanes starting to be that good team that we all thought they were. Panthers, Blackhawks. Do I see the Preds or the Blue Jackets pushing for that 4 spot? I guess, but you got to play the Lightning, and let's be honest, that's a sweep or a 5-game series at most, or a choke, and we've seen that happen before. But I think that Central Division is pretty much locked up. We got Caps, Isles, Pens, and Bruins. Rangers knocking on the doorstep. Flyers, they are in turmoil right now. They've lost 4 straight. They are, oh my goodness. They are suffering right now. Do I see them pushing? I don't think so. Devils, good night. Don't even talk to me about the Sabres and the Taylor Hall fiasco. And just don't pick them up because you know you're going to get that lottery pick sooner or later. And then rounding off, we've got Knights, Avs, Wild, Blues. Do I see Coyotes and Kings? Not really. I think it's a rebuild-ish for the Kings. They've got some studs there with Kopitar still, but yeah, I see that West Division kind of staying with those 4 teams. So let's just fast track and say, who do we see coming out of those divisions? West Division, I see the Knights. North Division, got to go Oilers, or else why am I really doing this podcast? Coming East Division, this is the big one. I'm going to say on March 26th, how can you bet against Crosby? I think he hit that 1,300 point mark. He did it like 10 games, give or take, a little bit longer than Jagger, but I think he's on a man on a mission. And the Lightning come out of it, and then who knows what happens from there. So I look forward to these coming weeks. I look forward to the Oilers starting to play again. I've had to actually have solid conversations with my lovely wife over the past week. But that'll all change come tomorrow when we play the Maple Leafs. But I hope you enjoyed that NHL roundup. We got to move on quickly into sports memories. As a young boy, it's just filled with sport memories. Massive Blue Jay fan. Got to go back to the World Series era. And just before they won that first World Series, I was lucky enough to get a little vacation gift from my family, and I got to go with my grandpa. We stayed at the same hotel as the Minnesota Twins, and I saw the likes of Kirby Puckett and Ken Herback and all those Minnesota Twins. And this was the days of John Olerud and Joe Carter and Robbie Alomar and all those guys. And me and my grandpa got to sit in Sky Dome. Before it was whatever it's called these days, Rogers or who knows what. And that was the year leading into that first World Series title where they took down the Atlanta Braves. And we all know, we saw Joe Carter catch that ball at first base after that Otis Nixon bunt. And that drew me into the fan lore of the Blue Jays, and I'm forever grateful. Other fan memories, well, the 06 Oiler playoffs, we can't forget about that. The White Ave shenanigans. I know if you're following this and you're of that, let's call it 30 to 40-year-old age range, you saw the craziness that happened. You saw the people climbing the buildings. You saw the fires lit. You saw the riot police, and we were oh so close. And that was one memory that I'll cherish to this day. Seahawk memories, just going to that first Seahawk game, going to multiple Seahawk games, probably my favorite memory, being in CenturyLink, clinching the division, beat the Giants, we moved down, talked to a security guard, talked a little Warren Moon with the security guard, told him we were from Edmonton. He knew where Edmonton was, which was amazing. But some great Seattle Seahawk memories live in person, obviously with the whole Super Bowl, my firstborn son, bringing him home. You can't replace that. We can't forget about that Raptors run. Holy smokes. It seems like forever ago, but 2 years ago. And the Kawhi shot. Do you remember where you were for that Kawhi shot? Just that bounce, 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 in! And it was all over. And then the Golden State Warriors showdown. And we did it. And we brought Canada an NBA title. And who would have thought back in the day with the whole Damon Stoudemire, a Mighty Mouse, and Isaiah Thomas, if you can remember that back in the day. And geez, the Canada Cup against the Grizzlies. And holy smokes, they've come a long way. But there's been a lot of sports memories. Locally, the Trappers. Oh, the Trappers. I have my mini bats. And I remember Devon White coming through the system. And I remember the parent club of the Athletics and Jose Canseco and Mark McGuire coming through Edmonton. And just down at John Ducey Park. Then, now Telus Field or whatever it's called. Remax Field. Just so many good memories within the city of Edmonton. Even the Edmonton football team. Just some really good times down there. I still remember being a mascot for my mom's radio station. I got free tickets and I got to perform at halftime in a mascot football game. And it was the Super Bowl that Doug Flutie won a la Toronto Argonauts. Sorry, Stampeder fans. And they were playing the Stamps at the time. But just so many sports memories. And now with a big boy, Jack Brain, 7 years old, and my Willie Bear, 5 years old, and my Benjamin is turning 2 in the summer. I can't wait to start, new traditions and share sports memories with those boys. And not to forget my lovely wife, Megan, because she's always a part of it too. Girls love sports. Come on. They're just as important. Very important in my life, at least. Well, that's sports memories. We got to touch quickly on the MHL. Well, it's a tough week. Your boy Cobra Dry, he's going. It's like a turf war. It's against Larry McDavid, your boy Gus MCT on Instagram, my co-host that just never seems to be around. But don't worry, we'll start remote connecting pretty soon. It looks like he's going to take me down this week, and I might drop down to 4th in the league. It's getting tight, and of course, I'm leading most points for. It's tough, but big trades. I just want to mention a few of these trades here. Holy smokes. Big trade went down today. We had the Christopher Laurie, a.k.a. Alexis Texas, trading away Panarin, the Breadman, and Janie Benn, I believe, if I'm saying that right, from the Stars, and Timo Meier, plus a 7th-round pick to our boy Randy, a.k.a. Robbie, a.k.a. Brown Town, trading away Kopitar, Kyle Connor, Mark Stone, and a 5th-round draft pick. Did you get fleeced, Robbie? I think you did. I think you got fleeced, but hey, if they're not keepers, they're worthless. That's what you said. I did want to highlight a couple of trades by yours truly. We had myself trading away Torrey Krug and Vladimir Tarasenko from the St. Louis Blues, plus a 4th-round pick. We had to send him away to the Kootenay Maple Leafs to my boy Max Boykins, a.k.a. Voykins, a.k.a. Eric, a.k.a. We'll get to know him here hopefully soon enough. I picked up Ryan Strome and the Tyson Barrie. Super excited. And a 9th-round pick, just to even things out. And earlier in the day, I pulled the trigger on another trade, sending away another St. Louis Blue, Braden Shen, plus a 3rd-rounder to Semen, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, of the Stains variety. Picking up Nick Backstrom from the Washington Capitals, plus a 5th-round draft pick. So things heating up in the M. Chatter always lively, although it could be better. Although if they were watching this, I know it had to be better. But only time will tell. I'm looking forward to next week. Big showdown with Lil Jizza. That's TJ's younger brother. Met him a few times, maybe just once or twice. A couple of good stories with that guy. But big showdown with him. I think if I can pull that win off, playoffs are a guarantee here. So we'll let you know the update coming next episode. But we're running down to that 5-minute mark. So as always, Tired Gents podcast. Why are we tired all the time? I see on the clock it's 11:09 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Holy smokes. These eyes feel pretty heavy. I feel like I could just go to sleep right now. Probably go to sleep here in the next 10 minutes. But I should finish this off with a little bit of dad stuff. Now, shout out to all those dads out there that are just grinding all the time. What do I got for you today? Do I got some tips? Let's see. Tips. Sandwich bags. Sandwich bags are a must. You got to keep sandwich bags rocking in your drawers, because when you gotta make that lunch, anything and anything fits in sandwich bags. You want fruit, vegetables, chips, fishies, sandwiches, just meat in general, pickles. It doesn't matter. Ritz crackers, small Ritz crackers. Just throw them in a sandwich bag. So what I guess I'm saying is shout out to Ziploc as a company in a whole, because they make my life a lot easier. You got to make sure that you outfit your kids well. We've got some rain in the forecast. No one likes their kid. It's your kids get wet, their hair gets wet, their clothes get wet, and it's pretty much like a wet dog. It smells. You don't want that smell in the house, so you got to invest. You got to invest in a nice rain jacket, a little bit of rubber boots, and you know what? You get yourself one of those ensembles too, and you go out there and you jump in puddles with those kids. That's at least what I'm doing these days. But they'll love you for it, and it'll make you feel like a kid again. But not too much on the dad news. Everything's going real well. Sleep is pretty good, other than sharing beds with one or two kids, or just sleeping in their beds. The occasional wake up from my boy Benjamin, probably around 1:30 tonight. Hopefully not a nut again, although last night it was like another 4:45 a.m.er. But that's all right. That's what we signed up to do. But in these last couple of minutes, we got to start shouting out some people. We're starting to get a gathering here on our social media. So obviously we want to shout out the lovely Megan Brain at Megan Brain 14 on Twitter. Thank you for following us. Thank you for retweeting some of our things. Much appreciated. But as always, we got to make sure that we shout out the one and only Lindsay Suchak, who goes by the L_Fairy77, who I could only wish one day I could have a following like hers. She does her thing. She's helping me out, pawning off a Canmore vacation. Didn't necessarily work out, but I appreciate the gesture. But who knows? Maybe we're going to have one of the two of them on the Tired Gents podcast coming up soon. I've got a lot of fun stuff planned here coming up for our next episode, maybe in 2 episodes. Teaching myself a few things, adding some remote locations. Maybe we'll add a good friend of ours, Mr. Max Voykins, all the way out in London, Ontario. Holy smokes, that's 2 time zones away. That's 1:13 a.m. right now where he's at. We might have to do a little bit earlier recording, but nonetheless, he is part of the Tired Nation. He's got 2 lovely kids, and somehow he keeps grinding away, and I'm proud of him for that. But this is our last minute. The last minute of Tired Gents podcast. What do we call this? Episode 7, I think. We had 5, 6. We'll upload this to our YouTube channel shortly. Again, much appreciated for those people that put up with this stuff. It'll only get better. It will. But I think our goal here by the end of the month of April, spring is blooming, but we're going to go live off of our YouTube channel. And I can't wait for the fun that ensues. Again, I am at The Real Mr. Brain, missing my co-host Gus MCT via Instagram. This is the Tired Gents podcast, at Tired Gents on Twitter. And as always, take care of yourself. Be good to one another. Wash your hands. Wear masks when you need to. And we'll talk to you next time.